Alright, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Boofy. We're back with another reaction. How y'all doing today? We got the Luka Doncic trade scandal just took a dark turn. Now, I don't know what he's talking about. So without further ado, let's see what he's talking about. How y'all doing today? Let's get it, man.
In NBA history so
Wait,
shocking.
whoa.
There are only a few moments in NBA history so shocking that fans remember exactly where they were when they heard the news.
Kobe.
February 1st was one of those moments.
The Lakers just got Luka Doncic.
No, they didn't.
The league was shaken to its core when Luka Doncic was traded to the Lakers in exchange for Anthony Davis. The backlash was instant. Fans were stunned.
Oops.
Analysts were left scrambling for answers. And even Mavericks legend Dirk Nowitzki was caught completely off guard by this trade.
Yeah, just really couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it.
This trade defied all logic. I mean, Luka was fresh off a historic season, putting up numbers that even surpassed LeBron James's best MVP.
Took the Mavs to the finals last year.
In 2 decades of following the NBA, I've never seen a trade this outrageous, this controversial, or this downright scandalous. And let's be real, neither has anyone else.
This
Is this fake?
It's
Did
fake.
he get hacked?
There is 0 chance, and everyone's freaking out about it.
Everybody
Honestly,
didn't believe it.
How funny would that be?
Even me. I thought my homies were messing with me.
After the initial chaos, the dust settled. It was official. Luka Doncic was a Laker. And that was the end of the story, or so we thought.
By the way, the smear campaign continues with Luka Doncic.
For some reason, even after the trade, the Dallas
Shout out
Mavericks
Nico
refused to just
Harrison.
move on and focus on their future. Instead, they launched a smear campaign against Luka, calling him out of shape, questioning his work ethic, and attacking his character.
They talked about
Which is-
he was in love with the
Which is bullshit. You know what I'm saying? They're just trying to get the heat off him.
Hookah,
They're trying to get the heat off Nico.
calling him Hookah Doncic,
Hookah.
and they were predicting his basketball demise.
Hookah. Luka. Stuka.
Why are the Mavericks
Lakers in
targeting
5.
a former superstar? Why are the Mavericks making an already disastrous situation even worse? And could this feud get even uglier? Well, in today's video, we're breaking down the full aftermath of the Luka Doncic trade scandal and how it just took a dark turn.
Let me know if I should react to more videos like this.
Luka put the slow in Slovenia and the Slav in Slavic. He was just a fat piece of whiteness. Let's be honest here, folks. If you're 270.
Damn! That's racist. Borderline. Has to be. Character assassination.
You want to hear something hilarious? Ben Simmons is the poster boy for turning DNPs into a lifestyle. Zion Williamson is the definition of an unstoppable force until it's dinner time. And Paul George is the podcaster who convinced the 76ers to pay him $200 million for
W
guest
fleece.
appearances on the court.
W fleece right there.
Paul George is an embarrassment to the sport of basketball, and I genuinely mean that.
I don't, you know what I'm saying? Paul George, it's hard to overcome an injury like he did and come back and play better than what you were before that injury. So the Paul George hate, everyone looks at LeBron and assumes that being 40 years old playing basketball is easy. Most NBA players don't even make it to the age of like 33, 34, 35. You know what I'm saying? So taking that into consideration, the disrespect on Paul George is kind of crazy. This man has talent. You know what I'm saying?
Embarrassment to the sport of basketball, and I genuinely mean that.
Now y'all remember that Indiana Pacers Paul George, right?
Humiliated for their attitude,
Tough.
effort,
Took
or
LeBron James to
impact on
7,
media.
I believe.
And honestly, fans wouldn't have even cared because in most cases, they'd be right. But instead, the player they chose to drag through the mud, the one they called fat, the one they accused of bad work ethic, was the same guy who just averaged 34, 9, and 9, led his team to the NBA Finals, and gave everything to that franchise.
34, 9, and 9. Took the Mavs to the finals. Carried them. Down 3-1 against, I forgot what team. Came back.
It's historic. It's the NBA version of Connor McDavid torching defenses, Patrick Mahomes carving up the secondary,
Facts.
or Shohei Ohtani dominating as both an ace pitcher and a power hitter. Yet, instead of celebrating Luka's greatness, the Mavericks sent him packing, then dragged his name through the mud.
You're gone.
I mean, the new Mavericks owner, Patrick Dumont, publicly questioned Luka's work ethic, basically saying he doesn't work hard enough to deserve a spot on the team.
But what I had a hard time with was
Averaging 34, 9-9, and you don't work hard enough. It's crazy.
him trying to kick
That's crazy.
Luka on the way out, disrespecting him every step of the way.
But the smear campaign wasn't over yet. In a recent article from The Athletic, sources within the Mavericks organization, likely Patrick Dumont and Nico Harrison, allegedly called Luka lazy, ripped into his weight issues, and even took shots at his social habits.
It's crazy.
Beer and hookah. And if that
Who
wasn't
cares?
enough, they flat out predicted his downfall within the next 5 years. Word for word.
They came out and they just,
Insane.
basically just said, hey, look, this guy here is an alcoholic.
Instead of showing gratitude for making the Mavericks relevant over the past half-decade, logging more minutes than anyone in the league last season, and leading them to the 2024 NBA Finals, they dropped this hit piece?
He's lazy, has weight issues, bad habits like beer and hookah. If you don't have a good work ethic, you don't have a good work ethic, you shouldn't be a part of the Dallas Mavericks. Patrick Dumont. Dumbass. Straight dummy. You know what I'm saying?
This isn't just low.
Look at what AD's at right now. Look at where Kyrie just got hurt, but look at where AD's at. Simple as that. Just look at him.
It's a full-on disgrace. And this isn't just low. It's a full-on disgrace.
We'll never take your beer in LA.
And people across the league,
Luka.
including NBA media, are calling them out for it. Rachel Nichols recently took to X and summed it up perfectly. I don't get why the Mavs are sharing this stuff. All this talk is going to make Dallas look even worse. Say less.
Facts.
And when Markieff Morris was
Less
asked
is
about
more.
Luka's conditioning, he had this to say.
I hear stuff about him not being in shape, but if you can go in an NBA game and get 30, 15, and 10 like it's nothing, then I don't really know what shape is. I don't.
Facts. 270 pounds, which they said Luka was.
Another shameless smear campaign the Mavericks pulled off against Luka was when they got a reporter to go on ESPN and claim that his weight had ballooned to 270 pounds.
At this point in time, he is rumored to be the 7th heaviest NBA player in the league.
As a diehard NBA fan who tracks every random stat imaginable, the moment I heard 270 pounds, I thought, wait, seriously?
That's what I'm saying. You know how big 270
let's
is?
put that number into perspective. This is a list of the heaviest NBA players according to 2K.
Yeah, these are 7-footers. Not even 270.
Now,
Joel Embiid's 280.
2K
Zion and Nikola are 280.
isn't gospel, but it's
Yeah, there's no way Luka is 270.
So let's roll.
240.
At the top, you've got Zach Edey at 305 pounds, Yusef Nurkic at 290, and right behind them at number 3, Nikola Jokic, listed at 284. So, we're supposed to believe 6'7" Luka is only 14 pounds lighter than a 7-foot Jokic? Yeah, okay. If they're gonna make something up, at least make it somewhat believable.
That's what I'm
When I
saying.
looked at
They
his
didn't want
press
Luka.
conference, He didn't look 270.
It was the LA hit job. Send him to LA.
270 looked like that right
Like
there.
they did with
He
Kareem.
don't look like that.
Wilt.
Yeah, no one's
Shaq.
buying that 270-pound nonsense.
Magic.
I mean, the moment he landed in LA, he looked like his usual 230, 240-pound frame, nothing close to 270. Even the Lakers' official website has him listed at 230.
That's
And
comedy.
Even Anthony Edwards didn't hold back, calling it out right away.
He didn't look 270 to me.
And the fans? Yeah,
We
they
knew.
weren't buying it either.
We knew. He wasn't no
If he was
270.
Zion was 575 last offseason.
Exactly. Exactly.
If that's fat, then I don't know what to call real fat people. 270 my ass, Nico. What a clown.
Nico,
Mavs
man.
never
Thank
stood
you.
up, and neither did the
From
story.
a fellow Laker
This
fan.
man is
Thank
not
you.
270. So somebody with the Mavs is lying.
TikTok was on it. Editing Luka out of videos. That is crazy.
Have you ever seen a photo where someone was edited out and thought, wow, that's pretty cringe? Well, that's exactly what the Mavericks just did.
There
No
is,
way.
Highlights from when Luka Doncic was still on the team. And you guys won't believe this. They censored him.
They recently dropped a hype video, and if you watch closely, you'll notice certain players blacked out with a Dallas Mavericks logo covering them.
Ah, that's corny.
They actually tried to edit out Luka.
That's corny, man.
Erasing him from the team's history.
I mean, you got to do what you got to do, you know what I mean? He's not on the team anymore. So, it is what it is, but
so petty.
that
so
is.
Cringe.
That is cringe.
Like, what are you even doing?
That's what I'm saying.
There's not other pictures, videos that you could get. You have to censor
True.
them out.
You know what I'm saying? You have to pick the ones he's in.
Mavericks did try to explain
Weird,
this away,
weird.
Possibly by paying a former employee to claim it was just standard procedure.
Which is understandable, because if he's not on the team anymore, you're not going to show him. It's simple as that. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I can understand
Here's
it.
the thing.
But
Maxi Kleber, another former player, was also in the video.
there it is.
So if this was really standard procedure,
Standard.
why was Maxi still there? The inconsistencies only
'Cause
made
he's a
them more
nobody.
frustrated, and when they caught wind of this, their reaction was clear. Disgusting
Nico, man, I'm
gesture
sorry,
from the
man.
who led you to the
There's no
finals.
coming back from this at all.
I hate how
Not
much I
even if
hate
you draft the next LeBron. There's no coming back from this.
Team
Literally.
used to
You
love.
can't come back from this.
absolute joke of an organization Nico and the Adelsons have turned this into. Every day, I find myself more and more embarrassed that I supported this franchise for 25 plus years.
Tragic.
The Mavericks didn't just edit Luka out. They edited out their own dignity and whatever credibility they had left.
Yeah, Dallas Mavericks are cooked, man. Let me know in the comments what y'all think about this. What Mavericks should have done. Let's see what they should have done.
About this whole scandal. If the Mavericks were truly concerned about Luka's weight, his so-called laziness, or his work ethic, why didn't they just sit down and have an honest heart-to-heart conversation with him? Nico didn't have to do it. Patrick Dumont didn't have to do it. But did they forget they still have Mavericks legend Dirk Nowitzki on staff as a part-time advisor? They easily could have had Dirk sit down with Luka, lay it all out, and tell him straight up, look, a max contract isn't coming unless you make some changes. This could have been handled quietly, professionally, in the offseason, but they didn't. Instead, Luka was completely blindsided. And even after trading him, why are they still going out of their way to slander his name?
Which is dumb, bro. He's on the Lakers now. Let him be.
Claims
Let him
to
rock.
Care about its players, its communities, its values. So why is a team actively smearing a superstar who has done nothing but give his all to an organization? A player who almost carried them to a championship.
Because the Mavs are a sorry-ass
What kind of
franchise.
message does that
It is
send?
what it is. You know what I'm saying?
That it's okay to assassinate a man's character just because he's no longer on your team? That once you're gone, your reputation is fair game?
And it wasn't even Luka's fault, which is crazy to think about. You know what I'm saying? That's a good thumbnail right there. It's a good thumbnail. Like, you know what I'm saying? Thumbnail. You know what I'm
Gone,
saying?
your reputation is fair game?
Crazy, man. More lies. More money, more problems.
Have been exposed recently. Remember when Nico Harrison claimed that the Luka trade was strictly between him and Rob Pelinka?
Yeah.
Well, now his story has completely changed.
Reportedly, Nico Harrison reached out to Minnesota to propose a trade involving Luka for Anthony Edwards, but was rejected.
Damn. Shout out Minnesota for snitching on Nico. Leak sources tell that the Mavs and T-Wolves discussed the prospect of swapping Doncic for 23-year-old All-Star Anthony Edwards. That is crazy.
So,
Capital
is this just
C.
another flat-out lie from Nico and the Mavericks organization?
Nico just didn't like Luka. That's crazy. He's racist. No, I'm just kidding. That no.
Because we all
Whoa.
know the truth.
Chill. Chill.
This trade was a scam. Next off,
It's a joke.
while not exactly a lie, you remember when I said they predicted Luka's demise within 5 years because of health concerns? Now, don't get me wrong. I have nothing.
Health concerns. They brought up AD. You know what I'm saying? This is a perfect argument. How are you going to say Luka is not going to be in health code when you traded for fiberglass AD?
Against Anthony Davis. He's a great player and a stand-up guy. But let's be real. He's 31 years old, was injured right before the trade, got injured again right after the trade, has a history of injuries, and fans literally call him made of glass.
You don't trade a 25-year-old MVP candidate in his prime for a 32-year-old made of glass?
Yup, it's plain and simple. That's as much as detail you need to know. You don't do that. You shouldn't have done it. It was an inside job. NBA needed the Lakers and Celtics back on top. Simple as that. That's what I believe. That's what I'm going to go with. There's no way you trade Luka for AD. It doesn't make sense. 2K don't do it. I don't do it. You shouldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? This fan has it packed down. Simple as that.
So tell me, where exactly do the Mavericks think Davis will be in 5 years? It's not just lies.
Fucking
it's
quiet.
an entire cover-up. And
It
if
is.
you're still wondering just how deep this rabbit hole goes with the Dallas Mavericks and this whole trade scam, you need to watch this next video where I break down the entire story.
Let me know if I should react to that. But is this a plan to keep LeBron as the greatest of all time to make sure he gets his 5th ring? I don't know. Is this an inside job by Adam Silver? Who knows? It's your boy Boofy. We all motherfuckers. Peace!